So, Iggy, what were you explaining?
What?
Yeah,
Look
at his arm.
Look at this.
Look at his right arm. That patch on his shirt.
Awesome.
It's
Iggy,
the same
I'm going back
as
to my
on the vehicle seats from Squad Ipsana.
Mine gotta have a fucking weed plan, man. Yeah, man.
One down. Where?
Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
Hi all.
No medpacks.
Yeah, it's available. Just go check
I
out
might
some-
have some in my backpack.
I'm gonna place a charge on the box. I dropped Junior in
Go
the
left.
Someone check out this
Reviving.
little church.
That was Mala. He took it.
So what are we doing here?
Providing security. It's not much to secure at the moment. Looks like someone in HQ are shooting at something down there.
Alright ladies, alright gents, thanks for playing, we're going to end it there. Basically we're on the way to extracting everyone now, we got most of the STVs recovered,
Real good shit.
and that's about all that was left in the game. A few hiccups, a few things that didn't go according to plan, but I thought you all did well, and I'm sorry if that affected the tempo of the game. The idea was that when the ammo box was blown by Viking troop, that would set off the trigger. About 250 enemies to storm the island. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. It wasn't destroyed successfully, the ammo box. Then unfortunately, when I sent Godfather's lot out there to do it, they did it, but we were already caught up in a big fight with them across the causeway. So we were a bit ragged and strung out, and a load of us had to respawn. So nothing ever goes to plan. The actual basis of this mission, as most of you will probably have discovered, was the equivalent of bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Guys, what's your fire?
We're all very lightly armed on a quick little mission that goes wrong. We don't have the best sights, we're all designed for close quarter combat, and the next thing we'd have been in a fight across a valley and a causeway with inferior weapons, and it would have been a test of using the machine guns in particular to direct fire onto things and scavenge, which we're pretty good at now. So that was the gist of what was supposed to happen. We also had some accidents with the choppers crashing and things moving a bit slowly, but otherwise I thought all the team play went very well. And of course the other thing is when lots of people join late, we have to reorganise, and we end up with the biggest HQ I think I've ever had of any SAG missions.
Yep.
We were nearly as big as both squads, I think. But thanks everyone for coming. It's growing and it's getting better. The missions will get better. Obviously we're getting used to the vanilla side of the armour and how things work, and we're still getting the server to behave as we want it to behave, but we're getting better at it. So yeah, from my side, pain in the arse with my computer and internet at times. Well done Mella for taking over. Good backup plan and well led. Any comments from you, Mella?
No, it actually went quite good.
Yeah. My only other observation a lot was I don't mind all the scavenging and stuff like that, but if you've got orders to fulfill, do them. If you're going to leave one behind to scavenge, fine. But if it slows me down trying to get other things done, waiting for you to do your objectives, that becomes a pain. But I do understand we have to scavenge, and I don't have a problem with it, just there's a right time to do it. Team leaders, Cake, how did your lot do?
It's quite good, but we had a little incident that enemies were spawning on top of us, and we were like, yeah, there's nobody here, and suddenly just enemies absolutely fucking everywhere, and we had like no warning that that was going to happen.
Yeah, happened to us as well. Suddenly the fucking causeway was full of fuzzy wuzzies, and we weren't planning on that at all.
Yeah.
At first they came in by parachute and then they just spawned on the causeway.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a giggle, really. But again, everyone behaved, and we never actually got wiped out, considering we were going to be vastly outnumbered. Most of the enemies did come down once we hit the ammo box a second time. But as I said, we were already strung out by then. We were across the causeway and not in a good defensive position. Obviously, Godfather's not here to say his bits. Come, how did it go for your team?
It went really good, to be honest. I mean, everybody did the orders, and it worked fucking well. And I thought that it was really good. We moved in from the sea, which is like a first, really, because normally we start on land and what have you. That was a really good, a good surprise. I really enjoyed it, and I hope that everybody else did. As a team, it was really well played, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, sorry I got a bit slow at the end there. Obviously, with the triggers not working as they should have, it's a bit harder to plan, and hence why we started to move back across the causeway and take out some other objectives. So thanks for being patient with me. It wasn't the tempo I wanted. I wanted it to be a lot higher tempo. Anything from the floor? Anyone else got any comments?
Yeah, what was the STVs? They didn't work, or to me?
They were out of fuel.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Yeah, that's why we had to airlift them all out, and that's why we had to cover the choppers to come in and get them. The final plan was actually in operation, but it was just taking too long in the end. That we were going to drive some of the SDVs out. We had 2 Hemmets, and that would have reduced the need for 2 more trips by the choppers, because they got a long way to fly. So I thought, okay, we got 4 pickups with 50 cows. We team up on them, 2 at the front, 2 at the back. Hemmets in the middle with 2 SDVs, and that's another way to get them out. And everyone responded brilliantly. Good scavenging, good kit finding, like the 50 cows on the pickups. So we even had another escape plan rather than just choppering out.
Winnie,
BD.
they were like spawning in front of me, 5 meters away from me. From out of nowhere, they're just there. No parachute, nothing.
BD, what can I tell you? There is a God and she hates you.
It happened to us all, Speedy. It happened to us as well. We got
I
surprised
thought
by
I
a
was
couple of
stoned
attacks.
like a motherfucker, mate, but the second time it happened, I was like, they spawned in front of me again. Fuck off.
You might have problems telling that to the police, by the way, but it's okay.
Nah, next time I'm gonna shoot you, Winnie.
Again. Any other comments?
Yeah, just a wee one on the helicopters. I think for such a long range it would have been worth not having little birds and just doing 2 Mohawks, because that was a killer.
Maybe that's the whole point. That is absolutely the whole point, though, sir.
Yeah, but it's very unrealistic. When you're looking at logistics of trying to get kind of pilfer stuff and drop people off, a little bird is not appropriate. I think a wildcat would have been more appropriate.
It may be.
Agree.
And we may progress to that. But the whole point of the chopper side is you've got to be just as stressed doing your job as we're doing ours. And I know you've got refueling issues. I know you've got time issues. But you know yourself as well, sir, how little choppers are normally used in our games. Now we've kind of reversed the scenario where you're a key ingredient and we've got to put the pressure on you. So I appreciate that you want better kit and everything.
I have to go.
Good
Okay,
idea.
Goodbye.
This maybe sound weird, but I'm going to eat dinner now.
And by eat dinner you mean drink a glass of red wine?
No, eat dinner.
Why not red?
Good night, Tink.
I've been drinking 2 days in a row. My body can't handle the 3rd one.
Oh, wait till you get older.
I feel old already.
No, I hear what you're saying, sir, and Godfather and I have discussed it heavily. And the whole point is we want to be under-equipped. We want to be at our ragged end, you know. The whole scenario we've got is we're that far from Cyprus that getting Mohawks down is really difficult. and it's easier to have little birds that can be sourced locally, if you like, from flying clubs or put in the backs of other aircraft. There are reasons for having them. But it genuinely is meant to be. If anyone wants to respawn, it takes ages to get back in the game because that's the way the choppers work. It's too far.
Yeah, no, that's not a problem. One thing I did find that would probably be a bit more use is a wee bit more of a brief for the helicopter side of things, because when we got up there I really wasn't sure what I was supposed to be doing, because I was being sent back to base, and the next thing I was coming up to pick up the subs, which to be honest I didn't actually know about the subs.
I apologise. Well, we didn't either. We didn't know what was there. That was the whole point. We were first of all the recce mission to find out what was there, and then bring back whatever we find if possible. It really was supposed to be a recce mission with the hope we wouldn't even fire a shot. Of course, I lied through my back teeth knowing that, but that was the whole point. We go on there, we look, see what's there, steal it from under their noses and get out. But we didn't know what was there.
Officially. We deny everything.
Roll on the next one.
It was a really good mission though, really good fun. I mean, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I just apologise it slowed down towards the end. And that was all.
Enjoyed it until it got black.
Black?
Yeah. Oh, got a fucking blackout here.
For those who don't know, that's the Norwegian word for broke, having no money. It is.
Yeah.
I'm black.
I'm black. I'll pay you tomorrow. That's.
There's a joke about that as well. But yeah, I don't know why that was yellow. I also had enormous problems at the beginning, and I don't know why, because I didn't have any problems after I finally got in. Any other comments?